We all love scoring great deals on Craigslist or at thrift stores and garage sales, but some secondhand purchases are actually terrible deals that could cost you more in the long run and not in ways you might expect. No matter how good the deal might seem, you should never buy a used crib. Cribs top a list put out by U.S. News and World Report. They can be a safety hazard. You can't be certain of potential recalls or if it was put together correctly. Local pediatrician Chris Hammond says there are other dangers too.
We've seen used cribs with lead in some of the varnish or paint, so there is a danger in very old cribs or used cribs.
Secondhand car seats can also be risky.
Really want to make sure we know the history of the car seat. It's basically a hard plastic, and it's kind of like a helmet for a bicycle. You know, there's limitations on what it can go through.
Most have an expiration date, so experts say always buy new. And speaking of items that protect you, buying bike helmets used, never a good idea.
A lot of those helmets can be cracked and used and damaged with long-term use. It's better to buy certain items new just because of that safety risk.
Used tires can also be iffy. The report says it can be hard to tell if they were once part of a serious wreck. Secondhand pet items could pose a safety risk and potential behavioral problems in animals.
There's always a chance that that product has not been cared for appropriately and that there's a part that's broken.
Pet bedding and clothing can easily carry parasites if not cleaned appropriately, and if it's been soiled by another animal.
That could lead to a behavioral problem with your pet, where your pet then starts marking around the house because they think another dog is in their house.
Old mattresses are also on the list. Just think, you could be sleeping on someone else's mold, mites, bacteria, and body fluids. Used makeup is another no-no.
You don't know what's in makeup brushes, you don't know if someone's had pink eye, or, you know, lots of things can be left around in old makeup.
While used dress shoes and children's cleats are okay, doctors say skip the used athletic shoes.
The midsole material of those shoes will wear out much more rapidly than the outsole of the shoe. So you'll look at the bottom of that shoe and you go, oh, it still has tread. But the midsole material has compressed, it has degraded.
Rounding out the list, hats, which are most likely not washed before being resold or donated, and used swimsuits and underwear.
You know, there are certain illnesses that can be transmitted through used clothing, especially intimate clothing like that.
So next time you're looking for a deal, skip the items that might have you dealing with big problems. In Springfield, I'm Megan Higgins, News Source 16.